What is up, everyone? We're back with another YouTube video. Like I said, we would be. We got the metas on today. I don't really know why. I just have them on just in case I want to record something. Maybe I take a play on my phone and I want to record it for Instagram. I don't know. We got them on though. So we'll see what we get into. We already have 3 straight bets locked up for today, I think, and then 1 player prop slip. So all we'll be doing is going through the game sims it once again, and then making 1 more player prop slip together. That way y'all get 2 player prop slips and then any of the straight bets that we have locked in. If y'all want a free month of VIP, as always, Sleeper code Morris Bros, Polymarket code Morris50. Sleeper, you get a deposit match plus a free square, and then Polymarket, you get a free 50 whenever you deposit 20. If you do either of them, DM me on Instagram a screenshot that you signed up with my code, and we got you with a free month of VIP. Now let's look over how yesterday VIP went. Yesterday we had the Rangers Astros over 7.5 runs. That game went over by nearly double, if not double. And it cashed in the first inning. So hard to be mad at that one. That's an easy cash. We had the Braves Red Sox over 8.5 runs. This was a 2-unit play in VIP, and it cashed. And then, as some of y'all may know, we did also take them over 7.5 on Instagram as a free play. That as well was a 2-unit play. So we made even more bread on them. So we made a shit ton of bread over that game, on the over of that game. Thank the Lord. Overall, this was our day yesterday. I also told y'all to take Gage Jump over 4.5 strikeouts. It was his debut yesterday against the Mariners. Left-handed pitcher. Pretty good off-speed stuff. He threw 96, 97 mile an hour fastball. The Mariners had a 27.5% K rate to lefties going into that game. So I just like the Mariners. I like Gage Jump in his debut against the Mariners. I thought it was a really good spot. As you can see here, I put $1,050 down to win 1,800. So this was the units we were up on straight bets based off of the units I told Discord to put down. So really good day yesterday in VIP, up almost 4.5 units on straight bets. Granted, we did have, I think, 5-unit losing day on player prop slips, but we got hooked 3 or 4 times on all 5 slips. I think we got hooked on 3 out of the 5 slips we had. I could be wrong there, but I'm pretty sure. So I have to keep checking that battery to make sure we're good. But like I said, like I told Discord last night, man, the main thing I care about is cashing out on straight bets, because the player prop slips are going to come. They're going to be volatile. Some days we're going to lose them all. Some days we'll win 3 or 4, and we have, a 14, 15-unit day. That's just the thing you have to understand. The player prop parlays, the slips, stuff like that. You just have to accept that, you're not going to win every day on them. You might not lose. You might lose on all of them, in fact, especially because we only do 5 or 6 a day. So if you can really lock in on the straight bets, and then accept the fact that player prop slips are always going to be volatile, and whenever you get a good day of player prop slips, you're more than likely going to be very, very profitable, because you combine that with the straight bets. I mean, it should be a good day if you make money on player prop slips. That's all I'm going to say. But does it suck getting hooked on player prop slips? Yes, obviously it does. But like I just said, you have to understand that you're taking 3 legs or 5 legs in 1 slip and hoping they all hit. So, some days are going to be better than others. But that's why I like straight betting, and that's why I'm telling you all to start straight betting on Polymarket, is because there's some serious money to be made on straight bets. And like I said, it's going to carry you through the tough times of player prop slips. Not saying that we're going through a tough time on player prop slips right now, because we just cashed a 30x on Monday. But I'm just talking day by day stuff, So let's go look at over the last 30 days on straight bets. We're up $3,117. And if you don't believe me, we're up $3,117 on straight bets the last 30 days. So I highly, highly suggest y'all get on Polymarket. Use that code Morris50. That way you can start straight betting with us, and you get a free month of VIP. What I'm personally doing right now for the straight bets and player prop slips, my units for straight bets are $200. My units for player prop slips is $100. So 100 less than straight bets. So I find that to be a better working thing for me. So Straight bets $200, and then I cut it in half and put 100 on player prop slips, if that makes sense. So if you have any questions, you can always feel free to ask in the comments. Meanwhile, speaking of comments, drop a comment if you're enjoying these YouTube videos, if you're learning something. Leave a like for me. It helps me get pushed out into the algorithm so we can cash out more and more people each and every day that we make a post on YouTube. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel as well. Let's continue to keep rolling into today's plays. So I took the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line at minus 104. My buddy Dak, he is a big hater of the Tampa Bay Rays. He thinks they've been too hot to start the season, and I don't necessarily disagree with him. However, I do like them today against the Orioles at minus 104. I'll take that. I also was looking at the over in this game, but we'll go through that together in a little bit. But I do like the Rays minus 104. I put 1 unit down to win. What the hell is that? Hold on. All right, never mind. We're good. But yeah, I took Tampa Bay on the money line for 1 unit. So 218 to profit 200, which is 1 unit. So Tampa Bay Rays money line first play of the day. And then I took the Yankees Royals over 8.5 total runs, minus 127 juice. So 267 to win 200 to profit 200, that to win 1 unit. That's how you do it. So you have to put down whatever it costs to win 1 unit, which is $200. So 267 to profit 200 at minus 127 on Polymarket, the over 8.5 Yankees Royals. And then this is probably my favorite play of the day. I wanted to nuke this play so bad, and I still might, and I probably would have already if he didn't get hit on the right hand yesterday by a pitch. Granted, he had a pad on his hand. As a hitter, he had a pad on his hand. But it hit him like right here, right, like half pad, half hand. So they pulled him out of the game for precautionary measures, they said. They don't know if he's going to hit today, but they did say that he's going to pitch. And I would, like I said, if I didn't see him get hit by that pitch on the right hand yesterday, I would have nuked this play already, and I still might. But over 8.5 or over 8 strikeouts for Ohtani versus the Rockies. I never say anything's a lock. I don't. But if his hand's good, he feels good. I think there's a 95% chance that this fucker gets 8 strikeouts tonight against the Rockies. Is that 100%? No. Could he go under? Yes. Did he have a shit game last time he played the Rockies a year and a half ago or whatever it was? Yes, he did. He had a stinker, but it was in Coors Field, different lineup, and he was just getting back in the swing of things. So 8+ strikeouts for Ohtani. Do I think it's a lock? No, because I don't say that word. Do I think it's a 95% chance to hit? I love this fucking prop, dude. I love it. 8+ strikeouts for Ohtani at plus money. 2 units. I put down 2 units. You should do the same. Be smart. Don't overbet. 2 units on Ohtani at plus money. 8+ strikeouts. Love it. Love it. You can also incorporate him in player prop slips. You're going to see in a second that we did. But yeah, this is the first player prop slip I took. I was kind of hesitant on Soriano, but if you come over here to Soriano's page, he has a history of 41% K rate against this lineup. This lineup's been striking out a ton too for the Tigers. I like Soriano for 5.5 over. Is it the best line in the world? No, but I do like the prop, so I took it with Ohtani 7.5 strikeouts. And then Brandon Lowe. I love Lowe today. He has a great history against, I think it's Jameson Italian he's facing today. Let me look. But he has a great history against him, so I took him today for 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. If we can find the freaking Pirates game. There we go. Yeah, he has a 337 expected batting average with a 91.8 average exit velo, 20% launch angle. He's hitting 286 batting average, but his expected is higher, which I love to see. He has a double and 2 homers against him as well. So I love Brandon Lowe over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. So that is the 1 player props that we have in already, and then the 3 straight bets that we took. So now we need to make a player prop slip together. So give me a second. Oh wait, let's go through the straight bets real quick. Let's go through street bets to see if there's anything else I can add. Like this game doesn't really have anything in this. Um, you could low key take the Guardians -1.5 if you wanted. I don't think they get swept by the Nats. Plus, they have Gavin Williams pitching. I also thought about Gavin Williams strikeouts, but we'll talk about that when we get to player props. But I do like the Guardians today. I would consider taking them -1.5. Um, let's see what else. Y'all could take the Giants if you wanted to. I'm not going to. The under 7.5 in this game isn't horrible. But let me go through the Rays money line. So they're given a 55% chance to win, which is equivalent to -124. We got them at -104, so that was a big enough difference for me to decide to take them. Plus, they're expected to win by 0.7 runs, which this is a big enough discrepancy where I can round up to say they'd win by 1 run or more. So I like the Rays to win today. Projected nearly 5 runs. That's why I took them on the money line. The over 7.5 in this game you could go if you wanted to with Detroit and the Angels. I'll debate whether I want to or not in a little bit. I'm thinking about taking Bubba Chandler's walks later, but there's nothing in that game right now. The over 8.5 in the Braves game is honestly looking pretty good again. Maybe you could take the Braves team total if you wanted, but the over 8.5 isn't the worst thing in the world here if you wanted to add that. Mets money line I'll probably take. Actually, I probably end up taking the Mets money line for a unit. This was the over 8.5 that we took in the Royals Yankees game. -167. We get it at -127. Pretty good value there. The Twins at plus money, actually, I'll be adding. I'll be taking the Twins at plus money for 1 unit as well at some point. And then that's it. So I'll probably add the Twins money line and the Mets money line, as well as maybe this over 7.5 in this game. But Mets and Twins money line I'll add for a unit. I swear someone keeps coming out the door, dude. Could be tripping. All right. Anyways, so those are the straight bets and the additions that we may be making. Now let's look at player props for the day. Now let's look at player props for the day. I'm thinking about taking Bubba Chandler's walks, but I don't know if he's available yet. Hold on, I need to sign into this real quick. All right, we're back. So what I thought I'm gonna do is I'm thinking about taking Yuri Perez over his walks at 1.5, because he's projected 2.2 here. Plus, he's been pretty wild over the course of the season. 4 walks, 3 walks, 5 walks, 2 walks, 2 walks, 1 walk, 2 walks, 2 walks, 6 walks. I'll probably take him over 2 walks against the Blue Jays. And then we're going to keep scrolling here to see if there's anybody else we want to take for walks. Because these walk props have been very, very good to us. So I love to look at them. Which I don't even hate Walker Buehler's walks allowed either. I might take Walker Buehler's walks allowed. Let's see how many walks per game the Phillies average. So we need to find Philadelphia. Not the greatest in the world. I mean, they only average 3 walks per game. Granted, Toronto only averages 3. Is that great? No. But Hmm. Who the hell is this? Jonah Tong. Interesting. I think I'm gonna take your Yuri over his 1.5, and then I've been tempted to take Gilbert all day. I'm not going to for his strikeouts, but it's looked good, tempting. Bubba Chandler had a really good game the other day against the Blue Jays for his strikeouts too. Sorry, this computer is getting hot. I had to move my camera. But yeah, I don't hate Bubba, but I'll probably stay away from it. So right now I have Yuri Perez. We're just gonna have to find hitters, man, because I have Yuri Perez for his walks, but the pitching props just aren't that great today, other than Otani. K's. That's about the only great one that I see for pitchers, unfortunately. Okay, wait. So, the Yankees are facing a lefty again, and Noah Cameron. Every time they face a lefty, I like taking Goldschmidt over his 1.5 hits on WIs, just because he's one of the best hitters against a lefty in baseball. I mean, yesterday he had a really good game, so I'll probably take him over his hits on WIs again today. Except for the fact that he's at freaking 2.5. Hmm. I'm gonna alt him to 2 plus hits on WIs. Because I would take him at 3, but it's just actually, you know what? I still might take him at 3. I know the payout's insane though. Yeah, I'm gonna take him for his 3 hits from WI. Screw it. I mean, is it aggressive? Yeah, but sometimes you gotta be aggressive to get the cookie, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying, bro? Sometimes you gotta be a little aggressive to get the cookie. So we're gonna take him over 2.5 hits on WIs. Pair that up with Yuri Perez 1.5 walks, and then what do I want to take last? Oh, Julio Rodriguez. I'm gonna take his total bases over 1.5. So that'll be the other slip for y'all. Holy shit, it pays out 7.2x. 7.24x. That's crazy. Let me show y'all what I'm looking at here. I just wanna be her so bad, it hurts so bad, it hurts so. I just wanna be her. Alright, okay, so here we go. We have Goldschmidt, 2.5 hits from WIs over. Julio over 1.5 total bases. Yuri Perez over 1.5 walks. Your slip should look like that. On Sleeper, it pays 7.24x, so pretty good numbers right there. So that's 2 slips, 2 free slips for y'all. Now, we're going to end it there, but we also gave out a lot of straight bets too. So if y'all sign up on Sleeper with our code Morris Bros or Polymarket with code Morris50, both are linked down below in the description. You get a free month of VIP. Just DM us on Instagram whenever you're finished to claim your free month. Also, make sure y'all leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for more. Let's get it.